welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is when and how will you see relief from this stressful situation? Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book a session with me. If someone reaches out to you, that is not me. All right. Spirit, our topic today is when and how will you see relief from this stressful situation? Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have yield and patience, and you have the zebra Jasper. And it's also number 3. Pile number 2, you have moon and emotions, number 23, and you have the blue tiger's eye. Pile number 3, you have coins and good luck with number 10, and you have the crazy lace agate. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the zebra Jasper. And your card is yield, and then it says patience down here. It's also number 3. So when we ask when and how will you see relief from the situation, I think the most important thing to first think about is what this card is saying. Spirit is saying that it's not time to move forward right now. Okay, there's something going on here with the situation that either hasn't come together yet, or you can't see the entirety of the situation. So there's a sense of caution that is needed right now, and not trying to rush things, even though that seems like the best possible solution. Right now, Spirit says it's actually not. Okay, and really what this situation calls for is patience, and to perhaps look at things from a different perspective, or look at like around things or something like that, or like waiting for the correct answer, waiting for the right answer instead of any answer. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, this could also be showing you that if you move forward right now, it could cost you something. Like it could end up taking even longer than it would if you waited for like the right thing to come along, okay? There's also something about timing where maybe things haven't completely lined up yet, but they will, or, you know, there's something going on here where it's just for one reason or another, it's not time yet, okay? Now, when we look at like the timing of things with the number 3 here, I'm getting very strongly 3 weeks to 3 months. At that point, you should have some sort of an answer, or I just saw a light being turned on in my mind. So like answers to questions, or, you know, some kind of solution, or within that time you will meet someone who is a great contact or something like that. Okay, so something seems to be shifting, like it will be your turn to move forward within that time frame. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your other cards and see what else we have for you. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? When and how will pile number 1 see relief from the stressful situation? Okay, so we have the vulture and asphodel, and so it says upheaval. Right, now I can feel that energy. There's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of wanting to move forward. It seems like there's almost a sense of feeling like you're just a sitting duck in some sort of situation, like you're sitting there waiting for worse things to happen. It's kind of like, well, if I don't take action right now, something else is going to happen and it's going to make my situation even worse. Okay. I am definitely seeing that here. Absolutely. Okay. But Spirit is saying that if you wait, that's what's going to bring balance. Okay. That's what's going to allow everything to come together in like this cohesive fashion, where then things speed up and you're like moving away from this feeling like you're a sitting duck where more things are going to pile on and pile on and pile on and make your situation even worse. Okay. I think this card also wanted to come out, if I remember correctly. So we have the turtle and coriander with satisfaction. Exactly, right? This is how it feels like things are moving to you at a turtle's pace, okay? But you have satisfaction here, okay? If you move forward right now and you just cannot wait any longer, I feel it's going to bring you more upheaval. If you have patience and you wait a little bit with the turtle here, then, sorry, something was like coming through here. Why am I seeing a 4 and a 5? Like right here, I'm seeing a 4 and a 5. I'm probably the only one seeing it, but I'm seeing like a 4 and a 5. Okay, so would that be like 4 to 5 weeks? Because here I said 3 weeks to 3 months, so 4 to 5 weeks would fall within that range. Okay, so maybe that means something to some of you. 4 to 5. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind as we go forward. Sorry that I had to talk about it as like mid-sentence when I was talking about something else, because it was like blinding, like flashing, and it was like right here. So yeah, probably the only one who saw that. But anyway, so satisfaction. So yeah, so things are going to come together. And I feel that part of what that 45 meant is that it's going to be blatantly obvious, okay, when it's time to go forward. Because I get a feeling that right now it feels like it might not be the right time to progress with something, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I don't have a choice. Like, I need to take care of this. I need to do this as soon as possible. So there's like an interesting dynamic going on here, but what Spirit is saying and what Spirit is showing us is that it's going to feel like you're going to know it when it happens. You're going to say, okay, everything has lined up now. Now it's time to go forward. Okay. So there's going to be a sense of like a feeling. Okay. And you're going to know. So you're going to know that you're not just moving forward because you have to. You're going to be moving forward because this is the right situation to move forward with. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Rescue and runner guides. Wow, this is a very powerful card, especially given your situation. The feeling of severity of your situation, the feeling of upheaval, the feeling of I can't go on anymore, the feeling of like I literally cannot take this anymore. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting from this person laying down here. It's almost a sense of I just give up. Like I cannot do this anymore. Now, there's something that's happening. Something that's going to happen. It feels almost out of the blue. Something shows up. There's an answer. There's a solution. And it could have to do with this divine timing, because here Spirit is saying, no, it's like you need to have patience, you need to wait. Spirit is also saying, as you have this patience, as you try to have patience, as you're waiting for everything to come together, there's also a sense of keeping the faith and not giving up. Something is coming to your rescue, okay? Look at the stars here. Things are aligning, things that you can't see right now, okay? So don't give up. Spirit has your back, and this spirit guide here is like nudging you, saying, okay, now it's time. Okay, so there's definitely, I'm getting this feeling that you're gonna know when it's time. Okay, then we have balance and teacher guides. So with balance, what I'm getting here is that balance is coming in, satisfaction is coming in. It's just going to require patience and moving through this very delicately. Okay, so here, this person is walking on a high wire. That is not something that you learn to do overnight. So with your situation, remember I said looking at things differently over here? It could be that you need to look at things differently. It could be that you need to, like with some skill. So maybe you need to learn a new skill. Maybe you need to research something. Maybe you need to practice something more. Maybe you need to go over things in your mind more, strategize a little bit more, because this encompasses all of those things, right? You can't just get up there and wing it, right? And Spirit is showing me that that is exactly what you would be doing if you went ahead right now. Not completely, because I do see that you've put some thought into it and effort and all of that, right? And perhaps a lot of thought and effort. But when Spirit is showing me going on the high wire, just saying, okay, I'm ready. Do you see how it's that same perspective where Spirit is over here saying, but no, you're not ready. But over here, you're saying, no, I am. And Spirit is like, no, trust me, I know something you don't. It's not time yet. You're like, but I can't wait any longer. Okay, so there's this kind of coming to terms with how you spend your time in between now and when things start to open up and when things start to move forward for you, okay? And Spirit is saying that how you can spend your time is by practicing, researching, looking at things from a different angle, or distracting yourself from how long it's taking. So in essence, trying to keep yourself busy, trying to stay positive, and don't get down and feeling beat up by the situation, okay? And also this is number 53 and number 26, if that's important to you. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards. What else would you like to say to pile number 1, please? All right. Yeah, so we have the 4 of coins. So this is a card of having patience, okay? Sitting still for a minute, not moving right now, okay? Understanding that things aren't ready to move yet, okay? And this is, again, this is something that's going to take a little bit of time. So this requires patience. There's also a sense of wanting to protect yourself from something, which I think is wanting to protect yourself from further upheaval. But Spirit is showing me that you are protected. Even though it may not feel like it, Spirit says that you are protected. If this is something going on financially with you, Spirit is showing me that you're going to be okay, that you're protected, and that you're safe, and that everything is going to work out for you, okay? And here we have the Moon card. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, because it's like, well, I just don't know how it's going to work out. And this is also showing me that your emotions can get the best of you. What Spirit is saying with the Moon card is that things are not as they seem, okay? So what that means is you're going to be okay. It may seem right now like you're not going to be okay, like things are not going to work out, like you're going to have more upheaval, which will further disrupt things. But what Spirit is saying is that everything's going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. This is just a phase that you're going through right now. And while you're going through it, Spirit is showing me that this is the hardest part right now, okay? And that this phase is going to be coming to an end soon, okay? I'm definitely getting within the next 3 months. I'm getting that again with this Moon card. That within the next 3 months, things will be different. Things will be easier. Now, it's still, that 3 weeks still applies here, right? But definitely within 3 months from whenever you're watching this is a timeless reading, you will see more balance and you will see something shifting. You will see an answer coming in and things will become much, much, much easier for you, okay? The Page of Swords. Yeah, so with the Page of Swords, remember here I just said something's going to be coming in, okay? That's what we have here. So this could be something that happens overnight, a new idea, a new perspective, somebody coming in saying, hey, have you thought about this before? Okay, this could be meeting somebody. This could be talking about whatever it is that's going on with you, things coming together. And what happens after that is movement. Okay, the Page of Swords is a card of movement. And it's quite the opposite of what we've seen so far, of the turtle, the yield sign, right? So how will you see relief from the situation? It could be something unexpectedly that comes in. I'm getting a sense of there's someone or something helping you. So this could be a person. This could be a spirit guide. This could be someone saying something to you kind of off subject, but something clicks in your mind and that's how you get a solution to this problem, okay? But it definitely seems to involve something outside of yourself, okay? So we'll try to get some more information on that as we go. Yeah, here I see you with the 5 of Coins. I mean, it feels like you can't go on any longer. You definitely could have some sort of financial concerns that are happening right now. Maybe you're living on your savings right now, or maybe you're paycheck to paycheck. Whatever it is, there's definitely a feeling of lack and a feeling of being left out without any answers. And I'm also seeing that the stress of the situation is causing you to not see solutions. So another thing that Spirit is saying here is to try, even though it's going to be extremely difficult, but try not to focus on, the when and the how, and focus on staying in the moment and staying kind of open to solutions, if that makes sense. Being open to, so basically thinking about resolutions instead of focusing on the problem. Does that make sense? Because if you focus on this here, like, oh, my money's running out, or I'm running out of time, or I'm never going to figure this out, that's going to lower your vibration and make you less open to your intuition and to possible solutions. And it will also kind of bring you a little bit out of touch when somebody does enter the picture, or something enters the picture that solves the entire problem, okay? Because if you're stuck here, you could miss something that's literally right in front of you, okay? We have the Hermit card. So with the Hermit, what this is telling me is that things are going to come to light soon, okay? The Hermit is number 9. So that means that this is a phase that's coming to an end soon. Something's coming to light. You're getting an answer, you're getting a solution, and from there, you're going to be walking in balance. Things are going to shift for you. You're going to get it, right? It's like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Okay, absolutely. And so, but this is also a card of patience a little bit with the Hermit card, because you can't move forward with the Hermit until you get the answers to your questions, until you solve the problem, right? And you're almost there, but not quite yet. There's something that hasn't fallen into place yet, which is why you have the yield over here in the patience. Things are coming together. It's so close. So don't give up. It's really, really close, and things are going to be much better for you. Yeah, see, you have the Justice card here. So what's happening with the Justice card is that, you know, as you're getting closer to the solution, things are starting to make sense. Things are starting to take shape here. Okay. And then we slowly ease into the Justice card, where there's more balance. Okay, so you have 2 balance cards that are very close to each other here. Okay, so that's interesting. Also with the sword, and then remember you have the Page of Swords here. So with the sword, we're cutting away the chaos, the problem, the thing that didn't make sense. And how are we doing that? Because a new idea, a new person, situation, something is coming into the picture that is not here yet, but this is critical to moving forward. But you see over here it says yield, and then we're right here and we get the sword. So there's just a little bit of time. Okay, so it could be here, this thing comes into your life where you get this new idea, and then it takes, you know, a week or 2, or, you know, a couple days or whatever it is for things to fully take shape. So what I'm seeing here for some of you, and this is like a good example, is like if you're waiting for a new job, you're looking for a job, maybe you lost your job and you've been applying places, you've been sending your resume out, and you haven't heard anything yet. Okay, so an example here is you finally hear from a job here, and it's actually one that you really would like, you know, to work there. But then it takes some time, because, you know, you get a phone call or an email and they say, hey, would you like to set up a time for an interview? Well, maybe you have to do a phone interview first. So you get that done, okay? And then you have to set up an in-person interview. So, you know, that takes more time. And it's like you throughout this process, you feel like you're running out of time, but you're inching closer and closer and closer to the Justice card when you get a job offer. Okay, so that's just an example. I know that's not going to apply to every single person watching this, but you can use that example as, you know, whatever your personal situation is and how things can progress, where here you can have a little bit of progress, but then it takes just a little bit longer to actually get here, okay? And we have the 6 of Cups. So with the 6 of Cups, I feel like there's definitely the potential for something in your past, something happening. Okay, there's actually a lot going on here. So this could be something from your past that's coming in to help you now. So this could be a skill that you have. This could be a person that you have. This could be also showing that you're sitting here waiting, right? You're sitting here in a yield position and you're just waiting for the green light to go forward. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, something shows up, which changes everything. So there could be something quite unexpected that happens here, okay? That shifts everything, that takes you from a point of upheaval and sitting still to moving forward. And that makes sense, doesn't it? Because remember here with the yield, I mentioned that there could be something that's not in the picture yet. I use different words, but something's not in the picture yet. Something hasn't arrived yet. And if you choose to move forward right now, it's like you would be moving forward without this piece. So then you might move forward and then get stuck, and it could actually take longer for things to come back into play. So waiting, being patient is your friend right now. The Queen of Wands, yeah. So there's absolutely going to be movement forward, absolutely. And once things get moving forward, it's like I'm seeing you being revived. I'm seeing you have a plan. I'm seeing you going from, where was that card? There were two of them. Oh yeah, going from laying here ready to give up to getting like a little bit of fighting spirit back with the Five of Coins, where you're like, okay, I'm going to rise up. I'm tired. I'm cold. I'm hungry, running out of money, all of these things, but I'm going to go forward anyway. Okay. To this, where you're back in your power. You're feeling great. You're feeling energized. You're feeling determined. Okay. And you're seeing things start to move forward. And it's like you're coming back to life. And look, you have that satisfaction here, okay? So have no doubt that things are going to come together for you. The Knight of Swords, yeah. And so what's going to happen from that point is that it's like you just spring into action. You know exactly where you're going, and you go for it, and things are moving. And you may not at this point have the entire picture, but there's movement forward, and there is swift movement forward, okay? So, you know, you may get a solution, and you start to put that solution into action here, and you start to see things take shape. But there may still be some other things that you need to figure out, okay? But that's not going to be a problem. Everything's going to continue to come into line for you. Everything's going to continue to slowly fall together, okay? Here we have the Eight of Swords. So Spirit says that as you go forward, definitely it's going to be important for you throughout this whole process. When things start to take off and move forward, don't go too fast, okay? Make sure that you're still pausing from time to time to look around and to make sure that everything is still lined up. So don't get so excited with this movement forward that you just throw all caution to the wind and you just go for it. Make sure that you slow down a little bit so that you don't get stuck again, okay? And when I say stuck again, you're not really stuck right now. It just feels that way, okay? It feels that way, but you're not really stuck. So what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords is what you do when you're driving in a car and you come upon a yield sign. Well, I mean, some people just go right through the yield sign and they don't yield. They don't look either direction, right? And that's what I was talking about. That's when you could come up with a problem like running into another car, right? And so as you go forward, so, you know, let's hopefully not do that, Spirit says. And so as you're driving and you come upon the yield sign, that's what you want to do here is slow down a little bit. You don't have to stop, because yield doesn't mean stop. It just means, you know, look around, make sure there's no cars coming, that you can safely get through the intersection, right? So that's what you want to do here. You know, just slow down the pace a little bit from time to time, check in, make sure that your ideas are still lining up, make sure that everything's, balancing out, and then proceed forward. So if you keep doing that throughout this process, Spirit says that you're going to end up in a much, 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 much better place. And you're going to be so happy with the outcome. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, see, this is the Emperor card. So this is basically solidifying what I just said. So you have a plan. Know that this plan is going to come to fruition. Okay, this is a very strong plan that you're going to come up with when things start to come together. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you have to go, 1,000 miles an hour. It's go at a steady, strong pace. You're going to build something new, and it's going to turn out great for you, but you don't have to do it all overnight. Okay, so maybe like you're going to get answers, you're going to get, this possible movement forward. Well, there is movement forward. But like, let's say that there's still things that you need to research along the way. Like, don't just go forward and leave out that research. This is just an example, right? Still take your time. Know that you're going to get there. Everything's going to work out. This is going to be a great plan that you have, but it's definitely, slowing down is going to get you there quicker, even though it sounds counterintuitive. Oh, I love this for you. It's your last card. So you have the Sun card. And look, here's the horse, okay? So there's absolutely movement forward, okay? Absolutely. Things are going to work out for you. Everything's going to balance out. You need patience, and you also need to believe in the outcome. Believe and trust in the universe. Trust that the universe has your back, that Spirit has your back. Spirit's looking out for you, okay? And trust that this solution is on its way to you. Like I said, so how will you see relief? There's something coming into your life. I do feel like somehow it's connected to a person, whether that's a job offer or someone bringing an opportunity to you, or an offer of like a loan for a small business or something like that. Or it could be something so random where you overhear a conversation and someone says something and you say to yourself, oh my gosh, that is like the solution I've been looking for. Okay, so it could be something completely random like that, but it does seem to be connected to another human, possibly a spirit guide alone, but I still keep seeing someone else like in human form. Okay, so it could be a spirit guide in human form. That's absolutely possible too. All right, so I hope this helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the blue tiger's eye. Your card is Moon and Emotions, and it's number 23. The first thing I'm getting from this card is that this stressful situation that you're going through right now is just a phase, and it's going to pass. Okay, so just know that things are going to get better for you. I feel like the sun is going to rise soon. I feel like there's something on the horizon that you maybe can't see yet. Okay, with the moon and the darkness, it's like you can't see it. You can't see the solution. You can't see the relief coming in yet, but it's absolutely on its way. Okay. I feel also that your intuition is going to play an important role in how you see relief, in how you move forward. And I think that it's going to become like clearer. There's like, the path forward is going to kind of be illuminated for you with the sun coming up, okay? So something's going to be shifting. Your eyes are going to be open, and it's like if you listen to your intuition in combination with that, everything's going to make sense. You're going to say, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I see it. Now I can see how things will shift for me and how, like what to do going ahead. I'm also getting with the moon to take this one step at a time and focus on kind of like daily tasks, something like that, instead of focusing on like the broader picture of like, I have this huge problem. I don't know how to solve it. And because by doing that, I see you kind of falling in like this black hole of anxiety. And so Spirit is showing me like one day at a time, one step at a time. And then before you know it, everything's going to fall together. Okay. Also, I'm getting a great sense that you will start to see things shift for you within about 5 to 6 weeks to 5 to 6 months. Okay. So with the 5 to 6 months, don't panic because that's not for everybody watching this. Okay. What that could mean is that, within 5 to 6 weeks, you really start to see things shifting. You start to find answers. You start to see things coming together. And then when you get to 5 to 6 months, it's like a whole new picture. Okay. And where you're in a new place. Okay. And for some of you, yeah, it could take 5 to 6 months to actually get the ball rolling with things. But what Spirit is showing me is that there's something that you can be doing now to prepare for that time ahead, okay? Let's see, anything else here? I don't think so. I'm feeling like there's something else that's going to be connected to this card as we go forward. So let's go ahead and move forward now. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? When and how will pile number 2 see relief from the stressful situation? Okay, yep, there's 2 cards there, so we'll take those. The raccoon and sycamore with curiosity. Okay, this makes me think. Remember I said, I don't remember exactly what I was talking about when I said it, but oh, was it taking one step at a time? Yeah, that's what it was. Taking one step at a time instead of focusing on like the broader issue of I have this big problem and I don't see a way to solve it. And because Spirit was showing me that if you do that, you're going to fall into this black hole and it's going to be really hard to pick yourself out of that. So with curiosity, it pertains to that where take it one step at a time. Spirit is showing me that be curious about solutions, be curious about pretty much anything if you need to actually distract yourself from this broader issue, okay? Because Spirit is saying that you can't just focus on this because that's when that black hole opens up and then you can really get caught up in anxiety, okay? So with curiosity, stay open to possibilities, be curious about things, do research, do planning, try different things, see if this will work. If that doesn't work, try something else. And definitely try to keep moving forward. Don't get stuck in don't get stuck on one solution. Because what I'm seeing is that this problem, this issue that you're having, the stressful situation, could actually have more than one solution. So if you're sitting there saying, oh, it has to be this way, otherwise I can't move forward, like this is the only way that it will work, Spirit says that there are other options out there, and don't be so stuck on one option. Absolutely be willing to look at other possibilities. And we have the frog and lotus and metamorphosis. With what I just said, be open to other possibilities. So if any of you are stuck on one path, one direction, one solution, it has to be this way or I'm not doing it, Spirit says, open your eyes a little bit, allow other things to come in, and that's when you're going to see this metamorphosis happen. That's when something will literally leap into your life, jump into your life, which could be an actual person, place, or thing, or this could be some thought that you have that just pops into your mind out of the blue and helps to shift things for you. Okay. There could also be a decision that you have to make coming up. So you might have multiple options coming up, which makes sense with what I just said, where don't get so focused on one solution that you miss out on other possibilities. Because, you know, with the moon, there could be something kind of mysterious at play here, where all of a sudden you go from 0 opportunities or 0 solutions to multiple opportunities or multiple solutions. And then you have to make a choice on which one is best for you. Okay, so it's kind of like going from here, so leaping from here to here, here, or here, okay? Where well, all of these are good possibilities, okay? But there seems to be one that you haven't thought of yet that could actually be the answer to the problem, if that makes sense. Something that's not even a thought in your mind yet, but something that's going to pop up out of nowhere. And that could actually be your best solution. So Spirit says just be flexible, okay, as you go forward. And absolutely, metamorphosis, things are going to change for you. Okay, it's like I said here, this is just a phase. Things are going to shift. You're safe. Okay, the lotus flowers always make me think of safety. So you're safe, you're protected as you go forward. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? I like this. So you have ease in runner guide. So ease is in things flow. It's easy. It's becoming easier. Okay. And it's number 55. What is the 55? What does that mean? Why am I getting something with that? Why is it coming up with similar opportunities? So, okay, there's going to be more than one opportunity, absolutely, because it's coming up again with this card. So Spirit says you might go from one problem to another. So you might go from having no opportunities to having multiple opportunities, and then you have to make a difficult decision, okay? But Spirit says that once you make a decision, things are going to become so much easier for you. Things are going to start to flow, and it's just yeah, it's just going to become so much easier for you. Now, this is also why curiosity, I feel, is here, because like I said, don't focus on just one thing, okay? Because if you're focused on one thing, you could miss these other opportunities that could be coming in for you that could actually end up being better. Okay. What else do you want to say to pile number 2? I'm feeling like this card wants to come out. Yeah, this makes so much sense. Limitation in nature spirits. Don't limit yourself to one particular option, to one possibility, to one road forward, okay? Don't limit yourself. Look at this. Here's like this planet. It's like you have a whole universe of possibilities that will help you transform this situation. So don't limit yourself. And look, it's number 44. Okay. There's something about opportunities that look similar that could be coming into you, into your life, but they look similar, but they're different somehow. So when these new opportunities come into your life, Spirit says, first of all, okay, there's a couple things coming in here. First of all, you don't have to accept the very first thing that comes into your life. The very first solution that comes in, you don't have to accept that, because if that one is not, if it doesn't feel right, it probably is not right. And it's okay to say no to that particular thing, because something else is going to be coming in right after that that may look very, very similar, but it could actually be better, okay? So just keep that in mind as you go forward. Don't limit yourself to this one option, okay? There's multiple options that will be coming in for you. Okay, what else do you want to say to pile number 2, please? Okay. Okay, what do we have here? So we have the Father of Knives, which is the King of Swords. So there's transformation coming in. There's new thoughts coming in. There is productivity coming in. There's change coming in, metamorphosis. There's action, okay? Finding a solution to a problem. Chopping wood, as they say, getting busy, clearing out negative thoughts, clearing out unwanted things in your life, and using your intellect, using your intuition, and moving forward with a plan of action. Okay, this chaos that you're going through right now, I'm seeing it again with the Father of Knives, the King of Swords. It's gonna dissipate. Okay, it's just like, you know, like how I talked about the phases here, how this is changing. It's just a phase. It's not going to be like this forever. And I'm seeing like a storm, like you might be in the middle of a storm right now, but it's going to clear out and you're going to get your rainbow after that. Okay. So there's like this wonderful solution that's waiting at the end of this journey that you're on right now. So we have the Lover's card, and wasn't I talking about making a decision because you're going to have multiple opportunities? I was. And first of all, you're going to make the right decision. Okay, you're absolutely going to make the right decision. But this decision is exactly what's going to create this metamorphosis. So how will you see relief from the stressful situation? Well, you're going to see relief from the stressful situation when these opportunities present themselves to you. So in the meantime, Spirit says to be curious, look in different places, look for opportunities in places that you normally wouldn't look for them, okay? And you're going to make the right decision when the time comes, but Spirit says that you're going to be in such a better place. You're absolutely going to love where you end up, and the people you're around or what you're doing, you're going to love it. And we have the Ace of Wands. You will feel, so you know how you're feeling kind of stuck right now, or stagnant, or whatever the particular word is to describe your situation? Well, when we look at what's going to happen once you make this decision, so that same energy, that same like level of stress is going to be transformed into movement forward and interest and passion for how you're moving forward. So does that make sense? I don't know if that made sense. What I'm saying is that it's kind of like almost coming full circle. So it's like getting closure on whatever this is here. Okay, so you're here right now, but then you go around and it's like everything shifts. So you're going from feeling very stressed out to feeling very passionate about something and very excited about something, okay? So it's this huge like metamorphosis and shift of like negative to positive, okay? And there, whatever this is, there's a lot of growth that's going to be coming in with this. And it's also, I'm feeling like there is, there could be something that you're training for, or something that you did train for, or it could be this new opportunity, something like unexpected, something you hadn't looked at before. It could be a little bit different where you need to, like maybe you would look at it and be like, oh, well, I can like, that's not for me. Like, I don't have that particular skill or something like that. So let's just say, for instance, that it's a job and you're like, well, I could never apply for that job. Like, I'm not qualified. But then somebody points out to you, no, look, you have like all these other qualities. It's just this one thing that you haven't done yet. But, you know, they can absolutely train you once you get the job, and then you have your foot in the door, and then you can progress within the company from there. That's just an example, but that's what I'm seeing with this Ace of Wands. And that could be why it's something that you didn't think of before, but somebody could be bringing it to your attention that, oh no, you actually would be great doing that. And so it doesn't have to be a job. It could be, you know, something else that's like something being born, some kind of talent or skill or something like that. Okay, so here we have the Son of Baskets, and this is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so it's like with this movement forward, it could be unconventional, okay? It could be something literally that just pops up in your life and you're like, oh my gosh, how did I not see this before? How have I lived my life without having this in my life, right? And so it changes everything. It's something that you're gonna love. So how will you see relief from the situation? Okay. How is what I've been talking about, okay? Being curious, exploring other options, but also it's so much more than just seeing relief from the situation, okay? It's kind of finding your place in life or in this particular situation where you didn't even know it was possible or something like that. So it's like something unexpected, something where things turn out much better than you ever would have thought, okay? Then we have the Seven of Baskets, which is the Seven of Cups. So absolutely being open to alternatives, being open to different ideas, maybe something, testing things out, seeing how you fit into this picture, literally picturing yourself in this dynamic, okay? So if this is a new opportunity that you never would have like put yourself in, but somebody else is saying, no, you know, try this out, or we're really interested in you, or, you know, whatever it is, you moving forward with something, and you're like, oh, well, you know what? I never thought about that before. So what Spirit is saying is to get creative, let your intuition flow. And there's going to be multiple opportunities. Okay. So you may have some difficulty making that choice in exactly how you want to move forward. So you're going through a difficulty right now. And then you might have a difficulty when you need to make the decision, when you need to pick something. Okay. But Spirit says, have no fear. You're going to be okay. You're going to make the right decision, and you're going to love where you end up. All right. The Six of Wands. So look at this. So this person is on a carousel with the horses moving forward, right? So there's absolutely forward movement that's going to be happening here. And you're going to have victory. You're going to be successful. So if you get a new opportunity, I'm going to say this again, where you say, well, I don't have the skills for that, or I can't do that, or I don't know how to figure that out, or whatever it is, Spirit says, oh no, you can absolutely figure it out, okay? Maybe somebody has this new idea for you. Maybe you're trying to start a business and the way you've been trying it isn't working out, and then someone says to you, but what if you just do it this way instead of this way? And you're like, well, I can't do it that way. It has to be done this way. This was my plan, and I have to stick to that plan. Okay, that's when Spirit is saying, be flexible, be curious. Okay, because that's how you're going to find a solution here. And you're going to be rewarded. You're going to have success. This is a success card. Okay. So yeah, success is yours. It's there. The Five of Knives, which is the Five of Swords. Again, what I'm seeing here is don't be stubborn. Don't be stuck to one point of view, okay? Be willing to walk away from a strict viewpoint. Be willing to see things from a different perspective, okay? Because I feel like being stubborn is your enemy. Sometimes being stubborn is your friend, but right here in this situation, that's your enemy. Okay. Anything else with the Five of Swords? I am getting something about in the beginning when I said, did I say, was it, well, I know I said 5, but I'm pretty sure, why am I getting 5 to 6? I think that's what I said, didn't I? 5 to 6 weeks, 5 to 6 months. And there's something connected to this too, with the 5. What is it? What is it that's connected to the 5? Oh, okay. What it is that being open and having the curiosity and not being stuck to one particular plan can actually make it happen faster for you. So being open to other possibilities can get you to the finish line much faster. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. So with the Six of Pentacles, I'm feeling like there's balance coming into your life and there is metamorphosis coming in, but there's also, I'm getting help is on the way, okay? Help is on the way. There's also, I'm seeing someone showing you your potential, okay? Or someone showing you how to do something, you learning something, and that is helping with this change that's going to be happening in your life. So if you're trying to do everything on your own, be open to other people helping you, be open to other people's perspectives, because that could be exactly what it takes to open up your eyes to this other possibility, this other opportunity. The Seven of Coins, so the Seven of Pentacles. Definitely looking at things, okay? Because there's a sense of seeing things like right here, okay? But expanding from like a little dot, expanding that so that you can see things like the broader picture of things, okay? So looking at all sides of things, looking at everything, how everything can interact together, how everything can come together, having patience, okay? And evaluating things as you go along. Because if you're coming upon some sort of difficulty, some sort of inaction, the universe could be putting you on pause with this particular idea because you're not looking at other possibilities that will be even better for you, okay? So definitely take the time to evaluate things, research things before moving ahead, before making a decision. So, just because you want to get out of this standstill that you seem to be in right now, don't just jump to the first thing that appears. Because that could be spirit testing you, making sure, like, are you sure you want this, right? And making sure that you have evaluated everything properly. Here we have the Ten of Knives, which is the Ten of Swords. What this is telling me here is that this period of waiting, this period of being uncomfortable is coming to an end soon. And there is something here about taking your time and evaluating things with the Seven of Pentacles connected to the Ten of Swords. Taking your time to evaluate all possibilities, all opportunities is what's going to help you out of the situation. Okay? What's going to lead you to the best possible outcome. Okay. Then we have the Six of Swords. Yeah. Moving away from a stressful situation, moving away from anxiety. Also, I'm getting something else from this card. Oh, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so here we have someone who's climbing a mountain, right? What does that take? That takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of analysis. And you may have you may have this idea that, okay, I'm going to put my knife, because this person is using knives to climb the mountain. I'm going to put my knife right here. But then as you start to reach to that spot, you realize, oh, well, that's not really the right place to put my knife. Okay. Now you can proceed forward and put it there anyway, or you can take your time and reevaluate things and look at the different options that you have and say, okay, let me slow down a minute, because if I put my knife here and that's not the best place to put my knife, it could actually take me longer to get to the top of this mountain. But if I pause and say, well, I could put my knife here, here, or here, and then evaluate those different positions, you're going to get to the top faster. Okay, so that's what Spirit is showing me with the Six of Knives. And you will be moving away from this here, which is this painful kind of stagnancy. All right, let's get your last card. The Seven of Wands. Okay, absolutely having a different perspective, knowing that you're protected. There's also a lot of opportunities. I'm telling you, you have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Coins, and the Seven of Wands. There's going to be multiple different things, multiple different opportunities that you will need to evaluate. Okay. You somehow have a leg up on other people. You have like this different thought process, there's something that's going to stand out about you to other people, or to solutions are going to be drawn to you. Something like that is going on here. Okay. But I see you standing out. I see you having a different perspective, but you only get that different perspective and you only stand out if you allow things to naturally come into play. You have your curiosity, you look at different things, you see different options, and you evaluate all of those options to make sure that you're moving forward in the correct manner. So don't limit yourself to just one option, okay? Make sure that you stay open to all the possibilities. That's how you're going to see relief from this situation, okay? So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Crazy Lace Agate, and your card is Coins and Good Luck. It's number 10. I'm also getting number 11 with this card. I feel like there's something that's coming into your life that's going to be by chance, being in the right place at the right time. Okay, coincidence, things coming together at the last minute. I feel that there could be opportunities out of the blue that happen for you. I feel like your spirit guides are absolutely helping to direct you on the right path. With number 10, this is indicating that something is finishing. Okay, so this phase of whatever the stressful situation is I feel like that's coming to an end soon, but I feel like you don't know it yet, okay? Because we're at number 10, so you would think, well, or, you know, you could say, well, you must know that relief is coming in soon, but I feel like you don't know that, okay? So I feel like it's something unexpected that's going to come about that's going to create this relief for you, okay? The other thing that I'm seeing here, time-wise, is I feel that for you, this could be 10 days. For some of you, this could be even 10 minutes, okay? 10 hours, because this is something that's going to be unexpected, I feel. Or something like maybe the event is expected, but maybe the timing is unexpected, okay? Or maybe the whole entire situation is just unexpected, and you're going to say, wow, I didn't know that's how it was going to turn out, but that's amazing, okay? So I feel like it could be that soon. It could be 10 weeks. I feel for some of you, it could be 10 months, but that really seems pretty far off. I feel like that would be very few of you that would fall into that category. I feel more with 10 months, what we're looking at is where you might be moving on to a new phase of whatever this is, right? So this could happen very quickly, and then within 10 months from now, you might be moving on to like phase 2 or something like that. Does that make sense? So like, let's say that unexpectedly you get this job offer and you accept that job, and then within 10 months from now, or from when you accept that job, you could all of a sudden unexpectedly being offered, see yourself, or you would be offered a promotion or something like that. Okay, so I feel like for you, there could be multiple things going on where this one thing happens and then a little bit later on something else happens, but it's connected to this first thing, okay? That's everything I'm seeing here. Well, actually, there is something else here. With the heads or tails, there is a possibility that you'll have to make a decision, like an unexpected decision. And it's kind of like there's something about chance coming up here. Like there could be a new opportunity for you and you take a chance on it, or someone takes a chance on you, or something like that. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 3? Okay, and then this one wanted to come out too. So you have 3 cards from here. Oh, let's take this one. The trout and lily of the valley with purification. Oh, that's interesting. Purification. Okay. With purification, what I'm seeing here is trying to, how do I say this with what I'm seeing? It's like, I'm kind of seeing sage. Okay, so I'm literally seeing a stressful situation and I'm seeing saging that situation. So it's kind of like clearing your mind, okay? Clearing your energy, clearing your environment. So perhaps you should literally sage the environment that you're in, or take a salt bath or something like that. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else we have. The rooster and sunflower with communication. The first thing that came to my mind here is communicating with yourself, like saging your thoughts and communicating with yourself differently, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing like that will help to start to clear your energy so that you can better see unexpected opportunities when they come up. Okay. Then we have the turtle and coriander with satisfaction. Things may seem like they're moving very slow for you, but I want to say they're not. Okay. I feel like there's something going on beneath the surface that you're not privy to. Okay. Something going on beneath the surface that you can't see. And, I feel like there's a difference. I feel like the turtle moves differently on land versus on water. And I feel like it's a swifter movement in water. And so what that is telling me with the purification card is that by like clearing your mind, because water can be purifying, right? Remember I said like take a salt bath. So being in water, this is like clearing your thoughts, getting rid of those negative thoughts, this anxiety that you have with this stressful situation. And by doing that, that's somehow going to help you move quicker, which I think it's connected to this unexpected opportunity that might be coming up for you. Because if your mind is so clouded with stress and anxiety, this might appear different to you. Like you might not see the significance of this if you're stuck in that stress and anxiety. So it's almost like what I'm seeing here is prepare yourself and prepare yourself as soon as possible because this is coming in. Okay, that's what I'm getting so far. What else would you like to say to pile number 3, please? Forgiveness in healer guides. Is this connected to the purification, to clearing your thoughts? Because remember how I said with purification, I was seeing sage? I was seeing like the situation, or what did I say? It was like that. I was seeing something. Oh, didn't I? I think it was like I was literally seeing the stressful situation and I was seeing sage. Okay, so I think that's connected. There's, do you need to forgive yourself or do you need to forgive someone else? Because there's communication and forgiveness here and purification. Let me look at this card. Let me see. Look at this card. It looks like they're like these people on the sides of this person here are giving this person Reiki. And then the angel up here, it's like the angel's giving this person Reiki. Wow. So there's definitely something going on here with purifying your thoughts and how you communicate. Because look here, it's like, okay, what's happening here? So purifying your thoughts, purifying your speech, so how you think and talk to yourself, purifying that, letting go of things that no longer belong to you. Are you feeling like you aren't deserving of something, or have you been beating yourself up a little bit because you're in this situation? Because when we talk about communication and forgiveness, I'm feeling like this is towards yourself for something that happened or for being in this situation to begin with or something like that. So definitely with me seeing all of this Reiki energy here and purification, I would say definitely do something. And then the sage, remember I saw the sage too. Absolutely. I would, at the very least, I would get some sage for your environment, whatever that means. If that's your home or if that's your car, or it could even be your job somehow, if somehow you could get something to cleanse the energy. So maybe instead of sage, you could get some stones or something, some cleansing crystals, something like that to help clear and clarify your environment somewhere like where you're around a lot. Okay, or a place where you're sitting a lot or something like that. Okay, what else do we have here? New life and teacher guides. Okay, there's definitely something about clearing out the old. Okay. Oh, it's like slowly, I'm slowly seeing the picture here, so just be patient for just a second. It seems like some of you may have gotten into a situation by your own doing. So maybe let's say, for instance, like you had a job and you did something that, for instance, maybe got you fired, or maybe you quit, and maybe you had a bad day at work and you said, this is it, I can't take it anymore, I'm gonna quit. And you just walked out and you said, that's it, I'm done. And then all of a sudden you're sitting there going, oh, what did I just do? Like, now I'm stuck in this stressful situation and I don't know how to get out of it. Okay. It seems like there's something like that going on here. That's just an example. Okay. But what I'm seeing here with all of these cards is, if something like that happened where you got yourself into a situation and you didn't realize that it was going to cause so much stress, Spirit says, forgive yourself, clear your energy. Okay, clear your energy, start talking to yourself differently, because it was through that action that may have looked like a very negative thing that something new is coming about. Okay. There's new life. And what I'm seeing with this new life is that it's right around the corner. It is so close that you can almost touch it. You can almost feel it, okay? Remember number 10 here, where it's like you literally have 1 foot over here and 1 foot over here. Okay, and it's just like a matter of time, a matter of things coming together when you can fully move into this new phase of your life. So you have satisfaction here and you have new life. So I feel like you're going to land in a much better place pretty quickly. Let's look at your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 3? The King of Wands. Transformation is taking place. And it's a transformation that you're going to be in a much better place, a much better situation. I feel like where you were before wasn't where you're supposed to be. And while things may have gotten difficult for a while during this transition, it's going to be worth it. I think things are going to make sense also. I think everything's going to come together. You're going to say, oh my gosh, that's why all of that happened. It's making sense now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's come back to that card in a minute here. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is the beginning of a new journey for you. Something that's going to take you far. Okay. Something that I feel you're going to refine along the way. And it's important for you as you move forward to keep communicating with yourself in a positive manner. Okay. I'm hearing nothing happened by accident. This particular stressful situation that you're in right now is a stepping stone to get you to where you're supposed to be. That's exactly what I'm hearing here. Things are going to change for you. You're going to feel revitalized. You're going to feel like you're back on track. Okay. Pretty soon too. You know, you have new life. You have something new coming in here. You have 10 here. So things are shifting. And also look at this. You have 28 here, which equals 10. Okay. So things are definitely shifting for you very, very soon. You're at the end of the stressful journey. Here we have the Three of Swords. Yeah. Like I said, you're at the end of the stressful journey. Usually in the Three of Swords, in more traditional decks, it's just one person here. But here you have somebody behind you. it looks like they're lifting you up, okay? Or they could be doing some sort of healing, okay? So again, we're getting the sense of healing. Spirit is saying, don't beat yourself up over something that happened. It's fixable. A solution is coming into your life. This could be when you least expect it, okay? Because, like I said, with the Three of Swords, there's usually just one person on this card. So it's a little unexpected that we have two people here, right? So something unexpected is coming to your rescue. The Hermit card, yeah. Again, you're getting solutions to your problems. The Hermit card also indicates that you're reaching the end of a particular phase in your life. Did I say this earlier? Because what I'm seeing with this card is a big part of the how you will see relief from the situation starts with you, starts with forgiving yourself or others if needed, purifying, remember the sage or the crystals, cleansing crystals that will help cleanse you and your environment. That's the first step, okay? It's like you need to peel away these negative emotions or something so that you can then open yourself up to the possibilities. So that's definitely the first thing that you want to do here, Spirit says. And then things will shift. And I can tell you when things start to shift, it's going to happen pretty rapidly. Here we have the High Priestess. Exactly what I was just saying. So number one, cleanse yourself, cleanse your energy, cleanse your environment if possible. And I told you how you can do that. You can take a salt bath, you can Reiki, some kind of healing meditation. So that's step one. You know, however you can heal your energy and release that energy, okay? Step two is communicating with yourself differently, okay? Knowing that you're going to get through this, knowing that you're not stuck here forever. And then from that point, I really feel like your intuition starts to take over. You start to see things differently. You start to experience things differently, and you start to awaken to new possibilities, which then opens up like your energy to receive this unexpected opportunity that's absolutely going to be coming in. I feel like it's sitting there waiting for you. Like these coins are on the ground outside and they're just sitting there waiting for you to stumble upon them. But you can't stumble upon them until you do everything that I just said, okay? There's literally an opportunity just waiting for you. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this makes so much sense. This is basically what I just said, that you may feel like you're stuck, but you're not, okay? And, you know, in more traditional decks, the Eight of Swords is someone who is blindfolded, someone who is stuck within these, or thinks they're stuck within the swords. But look at this one, okay? You have the owl here, so that's showing your intuition. This person does not have a blindfold on, okay? And this person has also taken two swords and is ready to fly, okay? This is exactly what I see is happening once you clear your energy, forgive yourself, look at things differently, and like, when I say allow opportunities to come into your life, what I mean by that is I'm getting a sense of being mad at yourself, thinking like, oh, this was my fault, or possibly someone else's fault. With forgiveness, this could be forgiving yourself or forgiving someone else. But I feel there's something that you need to forgive within yourself, okay? Regardless of if you need to forgive someone else as well, okay? And I feel like that's going to free you and free your energy to accept new opportunities into your life. So it's kind of like, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, and I'm not saying that's how you feel, I'm just saying that's kind of, for some of you, and it sometimes we can all fall into that pattern where we feel hopeless or we feel helpless, and then it becomes like a spiral. So maybe that's more a better way of saying it. And so Spirit is saying, stop the spiral, because when you get into that mind frame, it can be almost impossible to see to see any opportunity. Okay. So Spirit says, stop the spiral. And that's what will help you rise above this problem and see opportunities that are around you. Yeah. The King of Swords. This is talking about removing the chaos, slowing things down, clearing the air, getting clarity on things, communicating. Okay, here we have communication again. So communicating with yourself, communicating with others if necessary, and seeing the potential that is literally, it's so close to being in your life. It's almost like it's on your doorstep. It's almost like these coins are right outside your door, just waiting for you to open that door and see them. Okay. You have the King of Wands and the King of Swords that come after the purification. So do you see what I'm saying? How this is a critical piece? Answering the how, okay? How will you see relief from the stressful situation? It starts here, okay? And then you have the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So it's somehow going to open up all these possibilities and you become this great, powerful energy. The Ten of Pentacles. Look at the power in this card. What did I just say? You become this great, powerful energy. And that's exactly what this person is doing. You become like the creator of your future. You become like you get your passion back for life in general, but for this particular situation especially. You feel like whatever this new opportunity is, you're feeling like you're in your element. You're feeling like so powerful in creating whatever this is, but also because you kind of woke up from this slumber, from feeling hopeless or helpless. And now you're not feeling that way anymore. So it's even more powerful for you. The Six of Pentacles. This is an unexpected opportunity happening. Look at the coins here, okay? And you have the coins here. This is good luck. It's like you start here, as we talked about, and then you start moving forward. You forgive yourself or others, and you pick up the pieces. You start moving forward, and then all of a sudden, something shows up on your path. Excuse me. See what I'm saying? Anytime I cough like that out of the blue, it's indicating releasing something. I mean, it depends on each reading, but in this case, it's like releasing something that does not need to be there anymore so that this can come on your path. Absolutely. It's literally like someone just hands you an opportunity. Someone hands you a solution. It's literally like, I keep seeing this. It's just sitting there waiting for you to take these steps up here. And then all of a sudden it's just right there, right in front of you. The Queen of Pentacles. With the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting, so there's rebalance. I heard rebranding, okay? Rebranding your thoughts, rebranding your life. So this could absolutely have something to do with career, because we have Pentacle, Pentacle, Pentacle here. And then I heard rebranding like 2 or 3 times. So I feel like moving forward, you have a sense of purpose. You have a sense of passion about something. You have an idea, and you put this idea into motion. So this could be you starting your own business. This could be you getting a new job opportunity, starting a new career. Okay. So some of you might be starting over, and that is okay. That is perfectly fine. Sometimes that's exactly what we need. Okay. Especially with the number 10 in the Hermit card here. So you're getting the answers to a problem, yes, but it's more like a life solution. This is something long term. This isn't something short term, okay? The Knight of Swords. Look at all of these court cards that you have here. Such a powerful, powerful energy. I'm seeing like once you get your power back, once you purify your energy, your environment, it's like you better buckle up because things are going to happen. Okay, so be ready. With the Knight of Swords, you become this force, this unstoppable force. And I feel also that you're going to be guided as you move forward. Okay, with these rings down here, I feel like you're going to be guided moving forward. You're also going to know exactly where to go. So is this something new? Yes, it does look like that. A new opportunity. That can be a little scary, right? But you're going to have guidance. It's almost like you instinctively know where to go. And I'm telling you, this is powerful, powerful energy. You have the King of Wands. Well, first of all, you have the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. You're really going to be building something quite strong, something that's going to last for quite some time. It's really shifting your entire life. And I know that you can't really see this right now, okay? But it's literally like, it's right there waiting for you. You just need to take some steps and then bam, it happens. And look, the Ace of Cups. Okay. You have so much to look forward to, so much abundance. There is safety moving forward. It is so much the opposite of what you're feeling right now, okay? You're feeling so stressed out right now that you can't even see straight. That's why you need to purify your energy. That's why you need to start communicating differently with yourself and with the universe. And something unexpected is going to shift. You're going to have abundance on multiple levels, okay? Could definitely be with finances, with the coins here. Definitely emotionally. And then here you have the Queen of Pentacles, so definitely finance, growth, all of these things coming together. A lot of abundance is coming into your life. So definitely you will have something to celebrate fairly soon. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.